Welcome back to Boredom Sated. I'm the Dungeon Master, Michael. This is the Boredom Sated crew. Boris, Jarrett, Jonathan, and John. When last we left our intrepid adventurers, they had returned to the halfling hamlet of Nordwick with their prisoners, well, we call them prisoners, the goblin children, well, the goblin wards, I don't know. Well, you're not going to keep them. I mean, well, they had came back with 6...
We're going to help them get raised properly.
They recovered the 3 halfling children and taken 21 goblin scalps and 6 goblin infants back for their prize. So you enter town, enter the hamlet, and Sheriff Hardley is very. You've already told them about the goblin children last time. I remember that.
Yep.
They're going to try and set up some sort of orphanage of some kind. A lot of the over the next, say, 3 days or so. And during that time, you recover. You're given your goblin scalps and get your 21 gold. There's a general store, by the way, there as well. It's run by an elderly halfling maiden named Pamela, and she's willing to convert whatever other booty you've gotten to coin to us. And the children are reunited with their parents. So what do you wish to do in this downtime after recovering, of course?
Well, I'm assuming we'll turn in the gem, the 4 cups.
Mm-hmm. How much did I tell you the gems were worth?
The gem was 10 and the cups were 3 each.
Okay. So how many cups did you get?
4 cups.
4 cups, that's 12, more gold.
Yeah.
And 1 gem?
Which is 10, so total of 22.
Okay, so that's more gold than that here. So yes, 21 from the scalps and what, 30...
No, 22.
22.
Okay.
21 and 22.
Okay. Nice. That's 43.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Split 4 ways. Go ahead.
Well, since I have nothing else specific better to do, I will be going back to work.
Yes, I know.
Because since they dragged me back to town, I might as well, go in and see if there's anything that anyone needs me to do. And after doing so, on something like the second day, I do ask, what exactly are 2 gnomes doing here?
Traveling around, looking for things to do.
Just traveling around looking for things to do.
Yes.
And you decided that coming into a halfling town and you wanted to just make money, and you said something about real estate?
Yes.
Why?
Because I want to build the first Turin Academy of Adventure.
What?
Again?
Yeah.
Why here? This is the middle of nowhere.
This
is the reason why I'm here. I'm here because
Everything's our size.
I'm here because this is bloody the middle of nowhere.
Exactly, and everyone's our size. We don't have to deal with giants.
Why do you keep calling him a giant? He's a bloody half-elf.
That's a giant.
Look at the size of him.
He's not that tall.
At best, I can uppercut his...
Alright, now look. And speaking of that, what the hell are you doing here?
What am I doing here?
Yes, what are you doing here?
I am on an adventure.
You're on an adventure by yourself in the middle of nowhere.
He said he was a great wizard.
So what are you doing here?
I am looking for wizardly things.
He wasn't that good.
That is very non-specific.
Exactly. It was meant to be that way.
Alright.
The answer is vague because I'm not talking about what I'm
fine.
looking
If
for.
you don't want to talk about why you're here, then go do your thing. If you need anything, I'll be in my shop.
Alright, you head back to your shop.
I told you guys enough last time about the
Your fire is
Yes.
still, even though you've been gone away a week, it's still somehow, just because of the wood you use, just because of the environment, it's still somewhat warm. It never completely dies out, as a good woven forged does. So you've got your various pelts, and you've dried some of them already, and still take another maybe a couple more days for the other. I'll say you have a total of about 6 pelts.
Mm-hmm.
You dried while you were out there. You dried about 3 of them, so you have 3 more you need to dry out in order to make for various leathers and other things that you can use the components in various wares. Oh, there is 2 sacks though outside the door, outside your forge area. One is by lady you written in a note there in plain common is a sack, and inside the sack you see it looks like 4 knives that are sort of bent a bit, and made of a relatively cheap iron. And there's a note. The note says, "This is Mrs. Her name is Pumpernickel.
Mrs. Pumper. Again, we're bending all of our bloody knives.
And she'd like you to, if you would
fix the knives.
Reforge the knives, please." And she already put 4 silver in there. She'll pick up when you're available. The other bag has the head of a spade. It looks like it has been contorted a bit, and again made out of inferior quality iron. Definitely not anything you forged.
No,
it's something older.
It's all. That's the reason why everyone wants here. They just want me to repair their crap, not make it good. If it's not dwarven, it's crap.
This is. There's a note here, rather badly scrawled. It's from Tom. Tom is the. He has the honor of being the head of the fire brigade. He's the only member of the fire brigade.
He is the head of and only member of
the fire brigade. It doesn't happen too often. And he's at the local well most of the time, usually keeping it clean and make sure leaves are not coming around. And he has a little fire truck and everything. But he also does, on his off time, quite a bit of gardening. He's actually pretty good at making turnips. He's terrible at everything else, but turnips seems to be his
terrible at putting out fires, but turnips.
Turnips he's pretty good at, yeah.
Is there a magic store?
I'm not looking around.
Yeah.
Let's see. Make a survival roll. Yeah, let's see if you can track down this, because there's a lot of mounds here and doors. They don't have really really clear signs or anything. Everyone knows. Yeah, survival to find stuff. You go.
I mean, I could see society. Yeah. We're in the city.
Perception?
No, go with survival.
Go for a sign.
10.
It's wisdom based. Okay. So, yeah, it takes you about 30 minutes asking people around. And some of them just, they give you directions, which are so convoluted.
Right.
That you're like, what is this? But eventually, after about four doors you're knocking, you eventually find a door that basically says "piss off." It literally says "piss off" on the top. It's not. It's a very
friendly place.
It's a very badly kept door. Everyone else's door is pretty nice, but this one is sort of like it's got black mold on sort of every so often.
Probably because people took that sign as an instruction.
It's got it's got a little slop bucket out there, and it's almost full, and it's not dog poo, and it's got some used rags, and I won't tell you what they're used for, in a pile, and rather rusty. It doesn't not really a doorknob. It's just like a ring.
Right. I put on my gloves because I didn't get my tetanus shot.
Why are you knocking there?
What?
Why are you knocking on that door?
Are you with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they told me I can buy magic items here.
Here.
That's what they said.
There's no sign.
Okay, hold on.
There's a smell.
I cast detect magic.
Okay. You cast detect magic cantrip?
No, it's defeat.
Okay. So you cast. You look out. You extend your senses into the ethereal, and you're kind of repulsed by the stench is that bad. The magic stench. The
No detect
entire
magic doesn't go through doors, right?
Yeah.
I don't.
Is this feat, was it work exactly like the spell?
No, it doesn't give you the full range. It just gives you if there's magic.
Oh yes, there's magic.
Yeah, there's magic.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, you knock on the door. What's the answer? The stench
Is there a window?
The stench is there. No, there isn't. It's imagine a mound, like a round, like a half, like an ice cream cone, like a mound of dirt, and also very badly. Again, everything else, it's almost like they have like gardeners that can go
Right.
like almost do Spider-Man type of thing.
Yeah.
This thing is like lumpy. There's weeds here and there. It's very badly kept.
Okay. So I put on the glove because I
You
didn't
already
get my
have the glove
thing.
on.
Yeah. And I opened the door a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and I go, "I want to give you money. Anyone home?"
The door's locked.
I knock again. "I want to give you money. Anyone home?"
No one seems to be there. So how long are you gonna wait?
I'll wait. Like, what would be a reason? Like, I look at the mound. What would be a reasonable time for somebody to get up and walk all the way over to the door?
About 10 more seconds of that smell.
Well, you probably think about a minute.
Okay.
But
So
you don't know how old the person is.
Right. So I'll wait a minute.
Okay, you wait a minute. So while you're waiting, while you're both waiting, and almost there, you're holding your nose as a light breeze whiffs in your direction, and you're like, oh, and you have to move slightly away from the door because somehow it's just absolutely gagging.
Yay.
As you're able to hold your stomach a little longer, there just doesn't seem to be anything going on. There's some birds that fly overhead. There's a child playing with a hoop and a stick. Bye. And he looks at you and he says, "What are you guys doing?"
We're told that who lives here.
Oh, that's the guy whose little bunk is Gus.
Okay.
You met Gus before.
Oh.
He was the guy.
The town drunk?
Oh, okay. He did say he was an adventurer, but he had a sword and armor, right? You took the
Kind
sword.
of raggedy. I didn't take it. He still has it.
All right.
He's gone drunk.
Do you know where Gus is?
In there. And he goes on.
Okay. I will try to open. Is it one of a dwarf or not?
No, it's a pretty rickety ass lock.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I will try to open the door.
All right, go ahead.
If it's Gus, he may just be back at the shady tree and drinking.
Yeah, we'll see. 26.
26, very nice. You go, and after a full 15 seconds, and you open it, and you're gonna try and open the door. Actually,
Just a little bit to go. Gus, you in?
okay. You open, and it actually pushes in. Sorry, which is counterintuitive. You figure you're opening, but for some reason it doesn't open that way. So you gotta push it a little bit, and the door is. How much your strength?
10.
10. Okay. Make a strength check, please.
Okay.
Because there seems to be something blocking it. Impossibly.
Nope.
So you're but you know the door's unlocked, but you can't seem to push it. You get it a little bit.
Well, just enough so I can scream in.
You can't even scream in. You have enough to move it just like a millimeter or two, and that's all you can get.
Is it something at the bottom, in the middle, or at the top that's stopping it?
I'm not quite sure. The doors, you know that halfling doors are pretty well made in terms of they're about yay thick.
Right.
So.
Zane, let's check if he's in the inn.
All right.
Okay, head towards the end. So then, Agus, what are you doing?
Haggis.
All right, you're Scottish. Agus, what are you doing?
The H isn't silent.
It isn't his name.
What are you doing during this time?
I am going to look for a magic shop. Whatever. There's separate.
It's a tiny little halfling town. Why do you guys think there's a magic shop?
Every place there's a magic shop.
All right, so who do you ask?
Is there any like sheriff guard?
Yes. You met Sheriff Hardly.
Yeah, I'll go to that guy and then I'll say, hey, where's the local magic shop or shops around here?
Well, he kind of thinks for a second and says, "Well, we're a small village. I don't think
Magic. I mean, how else would you even function?
Well, the only person
Spoken by a true wizard.
How do you function without magic?
the only person
Quite easily.
who ever practiced magic in our village really is Gus.
Gus, the drunk.
Yes. He's down there, third mound on the left. You'll smell him before you see him.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll head there.
Okay, you head there.
I'm like,
Get you
this is insane.
and you see him pushing at the door. You see Zane pushing at the door.
What are you doing?
We're looking for Gus. What are you doing?
Why are you pushing on the door?
Because he's not answering, and I'm worried he might be unconscious, dying in his own vomit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I still think he's at the inn drinking.
All right.
But
Much more likely.
Why don't we just go check in the inn?
Okay. What are you?
Instead of trying to break any, I'm looking for some magic.
Oh,
There's gotta
This,
be
by the way,
magic.
this, by the way,
Same thing is on me.
Is late afternoon. By the way, like about 4 or 5.
Oh, he's almost assuredly at the inn drinking. He's probably passed out.
Okay, let's go.
And it's scary to think that he's kind of the core of this town.
He knows everything, does everything, and
No,
is
he's a
completely
magician.
drunk.
He's a magician. He's the core of the town. He makes things move.
Yeah, it scares.
All right, you head on to the shady.
we go to the
Yeah.
All right.
old shady tree inn.
As you're exiting this area, and the mound, by the way, where his home is, there's like 2 mounds, like in almost a diagonal, so you really can't see. You go like in a round area. You see a small plume of smoke, and you can smell the smoke before you turn the second house. And you're looking around, and you see that the constabulary where the sheriff is on fire. Some people are like running around trying to get buckets of water, and make a perception check.
Hey, he has a lot of reward money there. We should go save him.
15.
15. You smell burning, not from your fire, but it's burning downwind. You're about 4 houses downwind of the constabulary.
I will go out and run and try to see if because
All right.
since I know perfectly well how good the fire brigade is, I know that I'm probably going to have to be the one to deal with it. So I will go out and try to deal with
And
it.
I run because they have a lot of reward money there that needs saving.
Wow. Wow. All right.
How much says the head of the fire brigade is Gus?
No, Gus is not the head of the fire brigade.
So I run to help because you got to have a friend in the sheriff's department. So I run to.
He's gonna run in to save the money.
Well, that's good
I thought
because.
that was his job.
Yeah.
All right. So
You didn't think of it.
So you're rushing. You guys rush in, and you see the sheriff and his deputy, and Gus, who's got what looks to be a goblin warrior around his neck, who's like trying to choke him out as he's trying to hit him with a bone. And the sheriff is fighting off 2 goblins. His deputy is fighting off 2 goblins, and there's about 4 more goblins running out of the sheriff constabulary with
Saving the gold.
well, they got sacks and they got torches, and they're like laughing around, throwing them around, and they're about to jump the sheriff. And
All right.
I'll make a roll initiative.
Draw
can-
my rapier and
Throw your rapiers.
my rapier will be drawn.
Zane, what did you get for your initiative?
I don't know yet.
What did you get?
I got a 7.
Wow, you're not gonna say anything.
10.
10. Grimdar. Oh, you got
15.
What'd you get?
23.
23. Nice.
You go first.
Steven is definitely
This is
ready.
my surprised face.
Steven, honestly. Alright, Steven, the Goblin Warrior.
Well, I'm assuming between the 3 of us, our combined wisdom bonus is 0.
Pretty much.
Mine's 1.
Okay, so it's 1.
They got. Okay, so they got. Okay, so to the surprise of no one, Grimdar is going first. You're about 60 feet when the battle begins. You're coming from the south. They're coming from the west.
All right, I'm going to get in the way of the ones who are trying to run to burn more places.
Okay.
So I'm going to.
So there's 2 of them coming in your general direction. The other 2 are heading a little bit towards them. Gus is fighting 1. The sheriff is fighting 2, and his deputy is fighting 2. The sheriff's got some cuts and wounds. The deputy's doing badly.
Well, right now I need to stop the ones who are not being fought at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use 2 actions to get closer with the weapon drawn, and the 3rd action to get no, because you said 60 feet.
60 feet? Oh yeah, yeah.
No, remember base movement for everyone. Most things in this
25?
edition are 25.
Okay.
And I'm a dwarf, so I'm 20.
You can't double move? From 50
Yes,
and
it's
then-
2. That's 2 actions.
Oh, you don't. Oh, I thought you were double moving.
That is 2 actions.
Yeah, I am double moving. That's 40.
Oh, you have 4? Oh, I thought you were 25. That's fine.
And I guess they're 20 as well, right?
Medium.
No,
25.
Yeah, but I'm a dwarf.
Oh, okay.
We're nimble.
So move 40,
Yeah.
and then have Steven move 50.
Okay.
So
Steven will be up there.
basically, we're both getting in position of if the goblins are like in order to be able to get to where the goblins are going, they have to get past us.
Okay, no problem. All right. So next after them, it is Haggis without an H.
Haggis.
Whatever.
Yes, that Haggis without an H is Haggis.
All right.
He said it right.
What are you
What's
doing?
the problem?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
How far away am I from these guys?
You will start 60 feet as well.
So I'm gonna.
I'm going to say Boris, since he was running ahead, he was 30 feet away. And, Zane is 30 feet away. Zendri is 45 feet away.
Don't
Because Zane was
was
spurred on by his
Magic
love of
missile.
halflings.
It's 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, but that's a waste.
What do you wish to do?
I'm just gonna double move
Double move? Okay, that's 50
and
feet
get into
closer.
yeah. That's all I need to be.
You want another action,
and
don't you?
I can't pull out my crossbow right now.
Sure, you can,
You can pull out a crossbow, that's it.
but that would be your action to pull
But
out
I'm
a
gonna
crossbow.
do magic after that. So
Then
Oh,
it's
no.
pointless. So no.
You might want to do it. Shoot.
so you want to get to
You wanna go
10
up?
feet away from them, and
Yes, and go defensive, I guess.
that's not a
There's
thing.
no such thing.
It doesn't
Okay.
say- So what else? You have one action. What do you want to do?
As a caster, why are you trying to get within 10 feet of them again?
I'm not trying to get 10 to you. It's whatever.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
You want to melee then? You
No.
want to
Half at
Put up your dukes. Put up your dukes.
So I'm gonna be within 10 feet of them. That's
Okay.
Fine.
You still have one action then. What do you do? Can you cast a spell? No, you can't.
No,
No,
he's
I
going
can cast-
he's going to look at them and say, "I got this." So you're gonna make an
say
intimidate
something?
check.
No, I'm not gonna say anything because then they're gonna train on me.
Because then they might actually attack me.
So you see him.
I need to be able to hit them without them knowing I exist.
You see him whiz by you, say, by the way.
I'm just
And
confused
then-
why the wizard is now the closest one to them.
It's his.
'Cause I
it's
haven't
his
gotten
strategy. It's his cunning strategy. I don't know what it is. It's so cunning.
How many years has it been since you played a melee character?
So what do you-
12.
It's okay. So you don't move. That's it. That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
There's nothing. I can't go defensive on anything.
No.
There's no going defensive.
Defensive is staying where you are. I
This
need
is
to
what
find
you
a
can
rival.
do. You can cast shield.
With one action.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Shield is a
Shield?
single action and a cantrip.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you have
I'll-
shield.
I'll
Okay.
take that.
Well, mark it down. You have shield. Okay. You cast shield.
No, he doesn't.
What? What?
He doesn't have it?
I don't have it.
What? Why not?
Because it's the best spell in the book. It is a cantrip.
Okay. All right.
8 minutes later, we're still deciding what he does with his third act.
Okay. All right.
One up, one.
Okay, that's all right. That's okay. All right. So you go near them and yeah.
Put up your dukes.
So-
Put up your dukes.
By the way, I'm not a spellcaster. I have shield.
I'm well aware.
Okay.
You are
So
a
now-
gnome. Gnomes don't automatically spellcasters unless you decide not to be.
Right.
Okay.
They're
So-
bloody cheaters.
Yes, they are. All right. So the first goblin, who's close, who's very surprised to see you come closer, says, "Okay then."
He's gonna cast Fireball. Kill him first.
It's like,
I say, I need your eyes.
I need your eyes.
Like I said, you should have made an intimidate check.
Wait, do you speak Goblin?
he pulled.
No.
No.
Well, he doesn't understand you. He draws forth his dog slicer, sort of like a machete with holes in it. Says, "You're gonna get this instead." And he comes up to you and he moves up to you on one side of you, and 2 attacks. So what's your armor class?
15.
Oh boy.
That's all mine is.
Let's see. Yes, the first one hits you in the shoulder, and you go, ah. Second one hits you in the thigh as he hits you.
Ooh.
First.
Oh.
Yes.
Good roll on the second one.
So the first one does 6. Second one. All right, this is gonna be a short game. You take 12 points of damage, and then maximum damage of both hits.
Yeah, especially if you're going to hit on the second attack roll.
I hit just regular hit. It's I just make a description nice.
No, I just meant, we're remembering -5 for the second attacks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. That's the second one. The first one I hit with.
That's a big ouchie. No, we don't need to know. I'm just.
Yes. All right. So that's the first one.
We are remembering.
The second one is going to he's going to pull out his short bow. He didn't have a weapon in his hand, and he's going to take a shot at Boris since you're the second one. You're the next one. Okay. So Boris, jump class.
19.
19. Wow. All right. Okay. No. I was seeing. So the first one hits you straight in the shoulder.
No, they don't have a +10 to hit at this level.
Second one misses. Okay. So this one does a mighty. I'll roll a different dice.
It's still 6.
1.
He gets the blink.
Ow! Quit it!
So that's a 2.
No, why? Just don't do that 29 more times.
The other 2 on Jonathan. First one looks at your badges and says, ah! And then tries to smack it. So let's see. What's armor class of Ghost Legion?
His armor class
we can
is
negotiate with.
it's either 17 or 18.
Okay. First, never mind. Don't worry about it. He swings and he completely loses his footing and half spins around and he falls flat. He's broke.
He corkscrewed himself into the ground.
Natural one.
He rolled a natural one. Yeah.
The other one looks around, kind of confused at what happened. He says, "Okay." And does he have an attack of opportunity?
No.
Okay. So he runs past Steven and attacks you.
Okay.
And the first attack, what's your armor class, sir?
19.
19. Oh, that easily hit. That's a 23. Second one does not hit. Okay. So this one does a mighty 1. He slips you.
Oh, thank God. The dice went against John.
You roll max for me. You roll the lowest for you.
Twice.
I don't have an answer for that.
Next, it is Zendri. What are you doing?
So who's closest to me?
The one on, as far as the enemy goes, the one cutting him to pieces right now. Who scored 2 pretty bad wounds.
They might as well been a critical hit.
All right.
Don't crit you, but it's might as well. What is to do?
I will cast Daze on him.
Days. Okay, what's the saving throw?
It's a basic will.
Will save?
He needs an 18.
Okay, what does it do?
Did he succeed? Did he fail?
Failed, yes.
Failed, but not critically failed. Okay.
Just-
Damage, it's just my spellcasting modifier, so if he saved, it's half, right?
Yes, but he didn't save.
I failed.
Oh, you failed. Okay, so then you just take 4.
4?
Yep. 4 mental damage.
Yeah, and does he? He doesn't lose anything, right?
No, if he critically fails, he's stunned 1.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And then with my third action, I'll cast Shield.
All right.
See?
So you cast a spell and it like whoa, as he's like feeling
Just in
the-
case something comes up to me.
And finally, Say,
Who's the closest to me?
the one on him.
How far?
Not the one that hit him?
No.
I mean,
I
crossbow.
No, crossbow.
He got shot by a bow, not a
See,
crossbow.
one of my guys said, "Oh, I don't want to run." I'm gonna shoot. So yes, the one on him still.
How far?
He's 15 feet.
All right. I move up one action and then
Wait.
2 actions attack. First,
Stab at thee.
stabby, stabby.
Not 50 feet. Sorry, he was 60 feet. You were 45 feet. You were 30 feet.
He moved to 10, so
He
it should
was
still be
50.
one action.
Yeah, still one action. You can
Right.
And you can move. You can move into a
I
flank.
move and
Flank.
yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
and hit him. That's if I'm
Plus
flanking. If I'm flanking 16,
16 hits on the dot.
Ooh.
He died.
he dies.
Yes.
Okay. Who's the next closest?
The next guy is from where your position is. He's about 15 feet away.
Okay. I will. Yeah, I'll engage
You can
him.
move him.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can.
That's it.
Yeah. Move back.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Top of the order. Grimdor and Steve.
Alright, so first I'm going to attack the one in front of me. That's an 18.
That hits.
I assume he's dead, but
Let's see. Let's see what he's dead. You cut him in half.
and then I will move to give Steven a flank.
Okay.
And then I will activate him to have him be able to attack. He gets a 24
Easily hit.
to hit.
Roll the damage. Let's see what he does.
That's going to be for 5.
Easily enough. So that's 3 of them gone.
And then with his second action, he will, because I can, he will move closer to the group.
Okay. Alright. Next after him, it is Aegis. So what is the half-elven Sorcerer Supreme doing?
Wizard.
Bleeding.
Bleeding profusely. From 2 wounds.
Those that got the ones next to me dead, or
Yeah, the one next to you is dead.
The one who beat you up is dead. The other one
I killed them.
There's currently, from your point of view, there are still 2 on the sheriff, 1 on the deputy who looks really bad about to die, and 1 on old man Gus who's choking him out. He's like, he's killed. He's slain. He and his buddy Steve has killed 2. These 2 have finished off 1 with beating you up. And there's 1 more who's shooting bows about maybe 15 feet away from you. What do you wish to do? You have 3 actions.
yeah, I'm gonna do magic missile.
Magic missile. All right, roll the damage.
1, 2, or 3.
Or are you
I'm gonna
doing?
do a 3, but I don't. Can
No,
I
I'm not
split
three.
those on?
Sure, you can
Yeah.
split where it goes.
Is it
Alright.
automatically 3?
No,
It's a
it's
3 actions, go
it's
by
1
action.
missile per action you spend. So if you spend 3 actions, it's 3 missiles.
So what are you doing? How many actions? How many missiles?
I'm gonna do 3 missiles,
Okay.
and
I mean, you could kill this guy in 1 shot if you roll back.
well, I'm gonna save the deputy, right?
Okay.
So how many are you going to put against the deputy, this guy?
He has 2 on him.
You
Okay.
said 1 on the deputy, 2 on the sheriff.
No. 2, and 1.
Oh, 2 and 1.
Yeah. 2 on the deputy.
Okay.
That's why the sheriff's doing well. The deputy's not doing so well.
I'll do 1 on each of the goblins on the deputy, so the 2 goblins.
Okay.
1,
And
and
then
then the guy with the long bow, I think,
short bow.
short bow.
Okay.
I'll take.
Roll the one on the short bow
So
first.
you get a plink, plink, plink.
Yeah, it's 1d4 plus 1.
Yes,
right?
it's 1d4
You
plus
could
1.
kill one.
All right, this is the deputy.
Okay.
3.
3,
Okay.
Again, 3.
3. Okay.
and then on the
The short bow.
bow guy.
3.
3.
Okay. You're consistent at least.
Good job.
Okay. Now it is the goblin's turn.
They didn't go that far.
No.
No. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So the deputy goes down on his turn. Let's see. The first one hit him. So the other one is going to pile upon
Okay.
the sheriff. And the one that's left, that's 50 feet away from you, is like, ah! As he takes, let's see.
Shoot the wizard.
He's going to shoot the wizard. He'll take 3 shots at it too. Let's see.
15.
Red, white, and blue.
Most likely the last one won't hit.
No armor, easier to hit.
Red. What was it?
15?
You got crit.
I got crit.
Yeah, it's a 26. The white missed, and the blue missed. So yeah,
One crit.
one crit.
Okay, you
He
might be
shoots-
dead.
He shoots you in the throat. Take 9.
Okay.
Oh, close.
I'm not gonna. I'm doing this just for the purposes of the fact that it's one, funny, and two, appropriate.
But
You need to remember that that bows have are deadly.
Yeah. I won't do that. You're lucky.
They've got bad bows.
But, however, I'm gonna say
You have poison on
you
them?
have a permanent scar. So put down a battle scar on your right thing. That's what you get. Battle
You're
scar.
a wizard that has seen melee combat.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You'll be the laughingstock of the wizard school.
All right. So
Why didn't you use shield?
That wouldn't have happened.
I know.
that's gonna be a
But that's what they'll say.
That's gonna be a
That will be the running gag. Yeah.
I am badly injured. I got 2 more hits.
Oh my god. You trip and you'll probably die. Alright. Sendry, it is your turn. The wizard's in very, very bad shape.
Alright.
Very bad shape.
Heal.
Very bad. Very bad.
shape. Yes. You don't even need to have medicine to see how bad he's
He's got.
Do I want to heal?
I've got 3
Do I
injuries.
want to-
Do I heal?
Is he noticeably like?
Oh,
I've got
Yeah.
3
Oh,
major
yes.
injuries.
He's got. He literally is an arrow that's kind of stuck out of his neck.
All right.
He actually might be going.
my leg and my
I'll do the
torso
two.
are all-
I'll do the 2 action heal.
Go ahead then. What's the heal?
10,
You heal the arrow pops out. You're like,
and then
Yeah,
I
use a
will
scar.
cast shield again.
just to rub it in.
What? It only lasts for the 1 round. You have
Yeah.
to cast it every round.
Yeah.
No, but it's funny.
And then if you actually use it, then you can't use it again for
Save!
10
It's your
10
turn
minutes.
to save the day. 15 feet
alright.
away from the guy. Move.
No, I moved up.
No, from the guy who shoots.
Oh, but
You
I haven't killed the guy that I just moved
Oh,
up.
yeah,
on.
no. You moved last time. Go ahead. You have
Yeah.
3 attack. Go ahead. Do 1 attack. I'll do it.
That's
What's that?
nope. That's a 11.
Okay.
Second attack -4, so +4,
Ooh.
7.
Roll better
You're
than 3.
consistent.
Yeah.
Last
And-
one is what?
-8, so +0. I need a 16.
15! Oh. He's like,
He looks at you and goes. "Na, na, 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 na,
See if I have that magic.
Grindar!
Do you think that the 12 gold would cover?
No, because he's gonna borrow from me.
Oh. So, Grindar, this is what you're seeing since you're really in the middle of the battlefield. The deputy has gone down. There is one goblin overlooking him, and looks like he's about to do a coup de grace. And there are now 3 of them on the sheriff, who's now starting to get weighed down by numbers. And Gus is turning blue. As the guy is choking his throat.
Make me spill my drink!
Alright,
Gus is no longer fighting with.
alright, so how far away am I from the situation?
You're about 10 feet from Gus, 10 feet from the deputy, 15 from the sheriff, and these guys are about 20 feet away.
Okay, so does that mean that that Steven is in base with them? Because I had him move up again?
Steven is closest to Gus right now. He can melee the guy on Gus if he wants to, or just move like a couple feet.
Alright, so that I will move up to the guy who is going to kill the deputy, and then I will attack the guy who's trying to kill the deputy. That's going to miss, because that's a 13.
Okay. Swing this.
I'm going to, but I'm threatening him now, so the chances of him going for the coup de grace are at least less.
Yeah.
And then I will have Steven try to attack the guy who is fighting Gus.
I'll say
get-
he has bonus +2 to hit because they're both prone.
Yeah. That's going to be a 23.
Yeah. Roll the damage. Just see. All right. Steven just rips the guy's.
What's Steven's plus the damage?
2.
Plus 2, so 8.
Yeah. He needs to roll a 3 to auto kill a goblin.
So
he rips the throat out of the goblin.
better very quickly.
He rips the throat out of the goblin, and Gus is still like.
I look at the goblin next to me and I say, how about you pick on someone your own size?
Roll a 3 intimidation check. Go ahead. Do you have intimidation at all?
Nope.
Oh, but he looks to be pretty scared of you.
I'm pretty sure I made it anyway.
Yeah.
Great, so now he's gonna go after us because we're his size.
You didn't say that. That's funny. All right.
I just did what he said.
All right. So then, Haggis with the H, what are you doing?
I'm going to cast. Is the guy that still has the crossbow or
Short
bow?
He's somehow miraculously still alive. 'Cause
Yeah, he's standing next to Boris and next to Zane.
Zane.
Zane, what are you doing?
But Zane missed 3 times somehow.
Yes.
All right.
Well, I missed
you'll
my
do
attacks
that.
as well. Yeah.
He hasn't had his 11s. His
That's
second
halflings.
You're thinking of the halfling lifestyle.
You've been here for 3 days. You're halfway now.
You're an honorary halfling.
I am going to cast Ray of Frost
Okay. You need to roll a hit? Or
Yes,
you
I do.
Okay.
Who are you casting it on?
on the guy with the
short bow.
Oh, yeah. He has to get revenge on the guy who almost killed him.
You shot me in the neck. I'm a Sub-Zero, you now.
Roll the hit.
It's 18.
You have a +8.
That's
Go.
it?
Yeah.
What's that?
7 plus 8.
15.
15.
Okay, so you go. There's a ray of blue white frost goes past and hits the ground. And a little bit of snow and ice about 10, 15 feet behind him. And he goes behind you. He's like, okay, I can live forever.
And you already hit him for 3.
Whose turn is it?
It's his turn.
He's gonna plink you again.
I'm going to 5-foot step away. I don't think. Does that take an action?
Yes, 5-foot step is an action that specifically does not provoke.
Okay, I'm going to tactically move away from you, Boris, so 5 foot. And then I'm going to take a shot on you and a shot on him. A shot on you first.
Okay.
So let's see.
19.
How much is it?
19.
Alright. Almost. Wow, these dice really don't like you. Roll 19. Plus, that's a 27. No. Didn't crit you, but you take a mighty 1. Ha! And then on you. That's what's
He's gonna get crit. He's gonna roll a nat 20.
He has to roll a nat 20 to crit you.
Nat 20.
Why'd you have to curse him like that?
He's not kidding.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay, I'll stop using that dice against you. So, I'm gonna leave forever.
Remember, what's your next character? He did ask you that before.
Okay, 5.
5 points of damage.
Oh, I critted, right?
It's a crit.
That's right. Hold on.
And
Another.
it's wait, you said that his bow is not getting
Yes, his
the
bow is
deadly
not.
bonus.
His bow is magically not deadly.
I'm gonna shoot you, and it hits you in the. It shoots your ear.
You got piercing.
You had piercing. You see?
How much points of damage?
Oh, 5.
Oh.
5 points of
With a
damage.
On a crit?
Yeah, with a crit. I rolled it.
It's only 2d6.
That's okay. It's him.
But you see the arrow coming out one way, and
Your ear is your head is actually now kind of tilted to the side.
so you now have
He's
another
clearly not the
scar.
Boris Bard critting.
So you now have a
3.
you have
The form of the ear.
you now have a second battle scar on your left ear.
I remember that so vividly.
That was amazing. Okay, as in the opposite of amazing. Okay.
Wah, wah.
So, yeah, that's right. The one, he's intimidated by you, with the picker on the other side. So he's leaving. He's running. He's gonna run away at his maximum speed away from you, and let's see, he's gonna make a perception check. Oh, okay. So you told him to pick on someone on your own side. So he goes and he sees Boris and he attacks Boris. I'll use another dice. All right. So Boris got class.
It's not like he's.
Well, actually, I'll. Do I see him coming?
Yeah, say fine.
Okay, then it's 21.
Okay. Miss. 18 misses. Okay.
Did you use your nimble dodge?
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Let's see.
The other ones didn't
So
matter.
that
They
is
were
it
too
for
high.
them.
You're very
That's the
nimble.
goblins. So Zendri, it is your turn. Who thinks he's a mortal?
I'm gonna daze the one with the short bow again.
Alright. What's he succeeds.
So-
hold on, wait.
He needs an 18.
18? Okay. Yeah, he's gonna roll a 19. I'm rolling like a dog here.
Okay, so then he only takes 2, right?
Did he critically succeed?
I don't think so. I need 10 more than one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're what's the DC in yours?
18. So you need a 28.
I got let's see, it's a will save, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
If it is a basic save, then you take half damage on even a success, which means I think he's still dead.
That's a 22.
Alright,
So what's happened?
he still takes 2 points.
Okay, he's dead. You
You did it.
And I cast shield.
oh, no!
Oh no, I'm not.
I'm gonna live forever. Dead.
I'll be the best. I'm the best. I'm gonna level him up. He leveled up and he shot.
So now he has 10 hit points.
I know, that would be funny. But, okay, so that's the one more.
He gained 1 AC. And plus 1 hit.
That would be funny. Alright, so, let's see. So you cast the spell, and shield. Okay, that's all you've done. So now it's Zane's turn. Your tag team partner is dead. There's one on you, so go ahead.
I'm going to attack him. First attack.
You hit.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Roll the damage. See if you hit. Bad killing, right? You have a +4, don't you?
5.
5. You run him through.
Okay, who's the next closest?
Alright,
I think all that's left
you
is
can
the
probably
3
The
more.
3 on the
three
sheriff.
on the sheriff.
I'll try to
You're-
flank with one of the
You
guys.
can move. You spend a movement to flank the one,
Okay,
and then make one more attack. Go.
And
Is
make
your
one
second
more
attack?
Yep, so +6 instead of
Plus 4 instead of...
23.
You hit.
Still
23. Well, I'm flanking.
Oh, I don't know if you can get to flanking position or not.
9.
9. Very nice. He's dead.
Good job.
Okay, run him through as well. So top of the order, it is Grimgar.
Alright, so I will move to get on one of the ones that the sheriff is fighting.
You can flank him.
I will then attack. I will miss.
You swing and miss, and you hit. You go swing at him, and you hit the ground a bit, and it sends shivers down. And I'll say you lose an action.
Well, I won't pull out my weapon. I'm going to use my third action to have Steven move and attack the other one on the
Go
sheriff.
ahead. You got flank on that one.
That's only a 15.
15 just barely misses. Even with flank?
Yeah, no, 15 with the flank. Steven's plus the hit is not as good as ours.
Alright. So,
But both of them left have flanking from the sheriff, so hopefully the sheriff can finish him or something.
Aegis Battle Scarred or Aegis Pincushion, which is your what's your new moniker? What do you wish to do?
So we got 3 on the sheriff.
2 on the sheriff.
Check 2 sheriff.
2 on the sheriff.
Alright.
Or it's just run one through and
Ray of Frost.
okay, go ahead.
Guys. +8.
No! Once again, you make some grass behind the sheriff into Snowcall. Is there anything else you want to do? You have one more action, I think, after the
He
raid.
doesn't have
Keeps
any
on
own action
shooting like
stuff.
this is gonna turn the whole village
No.
into like a winter wonderland.
You want to say anything?
Snow on the grass everywhere.
No epic speech like I'm gonna get you. Right.
No, I'm almost dead. I'm -16 out of 23.
You owe me hit points.
I don't think that's how that works.
See, you wouldn't have this problem if you had just use a crossbow.
Or you also wouldn't have had this problem if you had just used your 120-foot range spells from the first place you started instead of moving up.
Oh well, this is
Some
gonna be-
adventurers learn.
This is gonna. Yeah.
This episode is called "Learn to Play Your Character."
I am not a battle mage.
No.
Evidently not. That's okay. That's all right. Aegis is learning his new battle style. Okay, let's see. The 2 goblins on him. Ooh. And 1 him. Okay. So the first one just manages to wing the sheriff in the leg, and the second one hits him in the throat. The sheriff is gone down. Not dead, but he's knocked out. Alright, so let's see. That's it for those goblins. So Zendri! So there's 2 more goblins left.
Okay,
Yeah,
the
sheriff-
deputy's down though, right?
Deputy's down, yes.
And then the sheriff just went down. Okay, but the deputy's been down.
For about a round or so, yes.
Okay, 2-point heal on the deputy.
Okay. You heal? Okay.
For 12.
Nice. Okay. The deputy is like, oh, what happened?
And then I cast shield on myself.
Okay.
Whenever I have 1 action left, that's pretty much what I do.
No problem.
No reason not to.
Zane!
You don't have to
You just need
move.
a 5-foot step and you get flanked with. Oh no, you won't get flanked with him. You can get flanked with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
5-foot step, flank, and attack 3, or 5-foot step takes an action.
Yeah, everything takes an
Yeah.
action.
Yep. So 2 attacks.
But it doesn't provoke.
Yes.
Yep. First attack.
Nothing.
Nope.
Oof.
That's
Irrelevant.
Yeah.
Second attack.
That hit.
There you go.
Hold on, what's
That would be +6, 25.
25 is not.
No.
You need an actual 20.
Yeah, but he's got sneak attack. It's still gonna.
Yeah. You can sneak attack.
Oh, that's right.
Stabby, stabby,
Unless
dead.
this is
Yeah.
the goblin check.
Oh, you rub round right through it.
I'm attacking John, you said?
No. He goes right through it. You're like, wow.
Electric hammer, right into it.
Blood spurts all over the place. Nice shit. Very nice. Okay, only one goblin. Top of the order. Grimdark might get the kill.
All right, I'm moving into flanking with Steven, and then I will attack. And
Eat us.
that's a
You
crit.
cut him in half. Okay.
I want to do it just because I feel like it.
Go ahead. Roll damage. Ooh.
And that's 26.
Very nicely done.
Get a row?
He is totally dead. He is totally dead.
Is
dead.
the sheriff's office still on fire?
Oh yeah, something fire.
Like, is it really bad or just?
There's a ton of smoke and a lot of the fire.
Well, I'm low to the ground, so is it really?
The door is completely on fire, and there's a ton of smoke coming out. It's amazing how.
I'm going to use a third heal on the sheriff.
Okay.
Alright.
Beautiful. But
Yeah, okay. It's just don't want to use your spells. That's all.
yeah. Go ahead.
For 10.
10. Okay. He's up like.
You're consistent.
Oh, thank you. Oh, my lord.
So,
My goodness. And he said, they just jumped us, and I don't know how they even got the constabulary. Suddenly there was like a hole. There's a tunnel. They dug their way in. Those dirty goblins. And
We should probably put the bloody place out before we have a conversation.
So-
I'm gonna go get work
Yeah.
on getting the fire brigade working.
so while he's doing that, do I feel I can run in and save the reward money?
you're going to have to. You can run in, make a reflex save, to avoid the fire from the door.
Okay.
Very nice.
28.
28. Very nice. Okay. You only suffer 6 fire damage as opposed to the maximum damage. You go around and go, yeah, that's more battle damage than I think you got from the entire battle.
Yeah.
And there's smoke all over the place. And there's a desk area. There's some papers that are all overturned and a bit of it smashed. That's a bit on fire here. And there is a couple of cells on the back. They're all empty. Like there's one. And there's another desk there that also is on fire. And the entire area is the smoke is about maybe this thing opening is like 5 feet something, and the smoke is like all on the top area,
right,
sinking down. There's another body there. It appears to be a halfling, but he's face down. He's got a dagger in his back, and there's all sorts of goblin tracks and. Some arrows here and there sticking into the door.
Yep.
And past them, you can see the opening of another door into another office area that's also been is on fire.
But I mean, I've seen where he went to grab the gold when he rewarded us. So
you saw he came out to the front desk area. He possibly is in his office.
Right. So okay, go into the office.
Okay, head on into the office. Make a Constitution check, please.
Smoke
inhalation. That's the one to kill you faster than fire. What?
8.
8. Okay.
But
you
critical fail.
What?
Critical fail.
What?
I rolled the 1.
What? Oh, all right then. Okay, so hold on.
So you're dead.
So he goes. The one sees you fall unconscious for the moment. As you're like, as you see some coins on the desk. Woo! Oh. so you go. I was gonna die for grief and this gets paid first. Oh my god. So all right. So you
Look, if we have a death in game 2. Nobody does that. That's great.
That's funny, but I'm like, wow, that's sort of benign.
All right, so I'm going and you're calling the fire brigade, and also because I know where to go to be able to get the water. And
yes.
I will.
You see, as you go there to get the well, actually, I have to go with you. Third. The first, I got one more thing while you guys are here. The constable, the sheriff, the deputy, they're trying to make sure that Gus is okay because Gus is still a little blue and he got some throat damage. And what are you doing? And what are you doing, Aegis? You're very hurt.
I mean, I have medicine.
You have medicine? You want to try on yourself?
I'm only trained, but I don't think I can battle medicine.
Yes, you can.
Oh, you can.
You can. Just take like without battle medicine. You
Battle medicine lets you do it as an action
No,
in combat.
yes, you can do it to yourself if you want.
So go ahead.
It takes 10 minutes though.
Yeah.
Do we have 10 minutes?
Maybe not.
No, this is not.
This is not. This is not out of combat.
No,
completely. Okay.
not. Well, what do you wish to do?
Jimmy.
As I see people trying to get water and douse it,
4 people are coming in.
I'm going to be casting guidance on each one because it gives them a +1 to their skill checks.
Oh, very
So
nice.
if they need to do a skill check to toss the water, whatever, just guidance.
Okay. Make a perception check, please. Nice.
That 20, which gives me a 24.
Okay.
It's a crit.
Yes.
As these people are, you saw Zane go in. You're not sure why, but you can probably figure. What's your intelligence, by the way?
Intelligent?
Yeah.
12.
Okay, you can easily put. You know your partner, your cousin, is motivated by money, and you're like, he's been there now about 3 minutes now, and you're like, okay, there's some shenanigans going on, and you look through the smoke, and you can see Zane. You can see his feet, his feet flat down. And you're like, you know enough. Do you have medicine at all or no?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Make an intelligence check. Just an intelligence check. Just add. 20, very nice. You know
That's 20 in a row.
you know that in a fire in a building situation, the smoke that should kill you just as fast, if not faster than the fire will. And you think that Zane has
Succumb.
succumbed, and his what's the term? His grasp has exceeded his reach. Yeah, that's it. So and you're like, okay.
Well, people were actively trying to put the fire out, right?
Yes. One of the deputy also sees this. Like, oh my grief! And he gets his cloak and says, "Give me that bucket." And he dips his cloak in the bucket, puts it on, and says, "Ah!" As he goes,
I cast guidance on him.
Good man. He goes there and he's kind of trying to pick Boris up. He manages to pick Boris up because he's a fighter. He says, "My God, man, what are you doing?"
Zane weighs about as much as a sack of potatoes. So.
He grabs him and
I forgot. Do we check? Are halflings bigger or are gnomes bigger in this one?
they're pretty freaking. I think half of them small.
No, I'll look.
Sure.
Keep going.
So he drags Zane out and plumps him down, and Zane make another Constitution check.
Not a 14.
Okay, very nice.
Sorry,
You're like, as you come back to conscious, you're looking at sky and it's nice blue skies, and you're like,
It's pretty.
yeah. In your right hand, you've got a gold piece. So what but as you ply,
Number 11.
as you try and pry it from your hand,
Take some
it
skin
hurts.
with it.
It hurts as its mark is now burned into your head permanently. So write that down.
Okay.
Gold piece burned into your head. The person.
He's maiming us. A permanent maim.
Well, all I'm gonna say is we've seen a movie where this happened.
I mean, I have seen that movie.
Let's just
If you
say
haven't seen that movie, then we should throw you out of the game now.
Which movie?
What
Indiana
movie can you
Jones?
think of where a character may have gone to grab a burning pendant and has half of it on their hand?
Okay.
Indiana Jones, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen every one of those. I don't remember.
Anyway,
All right. So now, as Boris has been saved in his greediness,
I'm like, oh, thank you.
wow, that's disingenuous as possible.
did you actually steal the gold that you? Wow.
So, here's the thing. So, Jonathan, you go to the well, and there doesn't seem to be the fire brigade there.
Yeah, he's
and,
drunk. I got it.
there is there is his cart there, and there's several buckets there. About 12 buckets.
I'm going to yell at everyone around to coordinate themselves into being able to get ourselves into
couple of boys and some of the young youths.
Yeah, I basically just yell at people to do the job because I'm not gonna.
Okay, that's okay. They start hauling up buckets and putting it into the.
I'm not the motivational type.
Okay. All right. That takes you a couple minutes.
Yeah.
All right. So now you are actually officially out of combat. You can now apply the metal on your various bodily wounds.
It's 5.
You need a 10. You failed.
I got plus 5.
Yes, you need a 10.
You need to
The DC is 15.
So you get your medical
You could try again in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Your medical kit, you put the salve on, and you put the bandage on some way, shape, or form. But somehow you didn't change the bandages. You haven't opened this in a long time, and you see little weevils in there eating into the napkin, and you're like,
you have an ancient medical kit, don't you?
I can't use this. So you
do you even have a medical kit?
I have the adventurer's kits.
That does not come with a medical kit.
Okay then. So what you thought was
He grabbed some leaves and spit on them.
Oh no, this is gonna be good.
That should do it.
Yeah, you need to read.
Make a fort safe for bacterial infection.
You get Mercer.
We don't have cure disease. Die from this.
I lose another hit point.
No. This is serious. Actually, hold on. So let's just say you had some pieces of cloth you cut earlier.
You've got COPD from smoking. He's got a MRSA infection.
You cut. So, in your mind, you thought you had a medical kit of some kind. You had purchased some ointments. It was made out of honey, some honey wax. Unfortunately, you didn't tight the lid very well, and when you opened it, it was all sorts of it's dried up and flaky. You can't possibly use that stuff. And the various rags that you cut up. Well, sometimes you're sweating one day, and you wipe your brow, you didn't wash it, and you're like, so.
There was a TPK. Really, what monster killed you? No penicillin.
So as
there's a race to see who's gonna die first.
So you put it on, but you don't think it's very it's going to be very effective. Your ointment, you have a bandage, which is sort of like a little yellow here, brown here.
Is it supposed to burn like this?
On one of your legs. Yeah.
Someone told me that's how you know it's working.
You think you're going to need some alcohol or something?
Gus, smell funny. Call Gus, I'm sure he has.
In a couple of days it will smell funny. Alright, so you bring back the fire brigade as it is, and they start bucket. As they form a line and starts. Okay, about 30 minutes later, bucketing. The fire's out, smoke all over the place still, and people are, for the most part, other than you who suffer from the smoke inhalation, and you who need to make another medicine roll. Go ahead. I think you got successful.
No.
Okay. So your wound is you feel a little burning. Make a Constitution save.
+3, I guess, right?
Straight up con.
Oh,
5. At least it's not a 1.
It's probably a quick fail.
It might have. Yeah. Okay, so I'll tell you later.
He loses a toe.
So your arm is now gangrenous.
So you had an arm shot and a leg. I can keep track of these shots now.
This is trying to guess.
This is gonna be awesome.
That's terrible. All right, so when I get back and I see him doing this, I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to bandage myself up.
You've got dirty bandages. What the hell are you doing?
I'll magically clean them or something.
What did you? How are you gonna do that?
I put
You
light.
You put light on it.
Light.
It's easier to see. Good work. Sorry.
Bandages are now glowing. Okay.
I'm gonna treat his wounds.
Okay, you go ahead.
I have a healer's kit at least.
What's the
like
total?
it's I should at least
What's the
fix
number?
his problem.
What's the total?
The total is a 13.
13. Okay. So, let's see. Does that work?
And that's because I rolled a 6.
What's the medicine? Actually, I have to look. Hold on. Exactly what you did.
It doesn't,
You might
failing doesn't actually do anything. It's critical failing that actually hurts.
Yeah.
But I have a medical kit,
Okay.
so
I'm in new territory. Hold on.
I'm not quite sure what to do. You try to
Not sure how bad this is.
so right now I'm gonna clean his wounds first, and then I'll use my medicine kit.
Hold on.
Nonetheless.
He failed because what you did was still on it. He has to undo your damage first.
I came close to him.
Bad rolls are still bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you need.
That's why assurance is good.
Yeah, no, with assurance, auto, but you can't get assurance for everything.
That's why magic is the
I'm
best.
gonna say you're close enough. You managed to treat his wound. You saw that they weren't treated very well at all.
Just not enough to gain any hit points.
Yeah, you're gonna have to replace obviously the bandages because those things were just completely woefully inadequate. And you're not sure what he put on the.
Yeah, I'll take some time, get some water, get some things, and
You
like.
clean up the wound very well.
But you've never seen a wound pus after 3 minutes.
It's been 40 minutes.
Still, you've never seen a wound
And
pus.
in a little bit, I will try again.
Okay.
All right. While they're doing that, I'm just gonna see how the sheriff and deputy are.
Okay. The sheriff is he's
Apologize to both that I couldn't heal them prior to them falling unconscious.
That's okay. They were making after they finished the fire they went a bit of a patrol to make sure there's no other goblins in the area. And the sheriff eventually comes back and sees you guys, and just basically checks up on you. Says, "All right, we did one trip around the village. There doesn't seem to be any more goblins, but they dug a hole. Did you see the whole thing? And you don't remember seeing the hole because there's so much.
I didn't see the hole.
There was a hole there. I don't know how I didn't think goblins could dig that fast, or they just dug a hole inside there. It collapsed, I think. I don't know, but it was very weird.
You should barricade it. Is there any way that we could get a wagon to use for tomorrow?
You can have those
For what?
wagons.
One.
We still left all those supplies back in the Goblin Cave. We were supposed to go back and
Yes, we can definitely give you a wagon.
get all that stuff and bring
They
it back.
give you two. They give you
For the merchant.
two ponies.
Look, the first thing that
But
needs
not
to
till
happen is we
tomorrow.
need to figure out exactly where these things came from and what, because we already cleared out that goblin cave. Unless these are a different goblins from a different group of people, we need to figure out where they came from. So the way that we're going to do that is we're going to go ahead and, even if the cave collapsed, Stephen can dig his way through it, we can go above, and we'll follow it back to its original point.
in the morning.
In the morning, fine.
I go up to Gus. How do you feel, Gus?
Gus is looking like, hey, how you doing? Did you find the goblins?
Yes.
Good. You look. Let's see. Hold on. Let me make a perception check of -12. All right. So Gus looks at you up and down. Says, hey, you look. Are you okay? You look. He's like he just come from. He's pale, a little dribbling, which is normal for Gus actually. His throat's very bruised, and he somehow magically still has his massive bone there. And he's looking at you like, are you okay? You look like you almost got killed.
I'm okay.
Yeah, don't breathe that smoking. Not good.
Yes. I heard you sell magic items.
He looks at you, Nope.
Then why everybody says you have magic items?
Have and sell are two different words.
No, I gave up that life long time ago. I sold all my stuff. I don't have any magic items at all. What do you mean? I like liquor.
I can get you liquor.
All right, deal.
Probably sold all this stuff to buy the liquor.
It's possible.
You want to make me? I'll give you a lot of gold that you can buy a lot of liquor with if you make me a magic item.
Make you a magic item. Oh, are you sure you want me to make your magic item?
Not really, but I have no other choice.
Okay, let's go get some alcohol first.
No, first you make me the item, then I give you the money.
But
I need you sober to make the item. Come on, think.
You can't make things sober.
what? Hold
gotta
on.
be drunk.
I need a drink to think. Let me give me a shot of the mulberry wine, and then I can
I guess you don't want to have a really good drink and
make a persuasion.
diplomacy.
Diplomacy, yes.
Okay.
Do you trust a magic item that he would need?
No, but 10.
10. Okay. God says, I make you halfway. Half a cup. I need something in me.
No.
Now, oh.
Well, I guess all this gold I have, I go ka-ching, ka-ching. Won't go to you.
He should. Oh, all right, fine. I'm gonna need some. What do you want?
I just want a +1 rapier. Well, a magical rapier.
A magical rapier. That one?
Add a rune to it.
Yeah, add a rune to it.
Oh.
You need a blacksmith to make that.
Well,
To make the weapon, yes,
Yeah.
but not to
I'm
add a
gonna
rune
need-
to
I'm
it.
gonna
This
need
no,
some-
not the rune.
I'm gonna need some magic dust, right? And I'm gonna need some materials for that. And I gotta look at my house. I see if I still got the stuff. I'll be back. And he sort of crawls away.
We're not getting anything.
I think even if he can make it, you're
The amount of time it would take for it to make as well, minimum is 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Look,
He might have
let's-
something in his house.
Let's rest up.
Also, his
First-
minimum level he needs to be in order to do this means that he would have been able to take care of this problem without any help.
If he was sober.
If you're sober.
No. Minimum level you need to be in order to do what you want him to do.
It's just isn't it a craft check magic?
Yet first you have to have the craft magical item feat,
Right.
and you have to be an expert crafter to have that feat,
Okay.
which
There's a
means
certain level to become.
he's got a minimum.
Yeah.
It means he's got to be either a level 3 rogue with the ability to do that, or a level 4 of any other character class. I'll put money he can't do it.
I just think that we should take a rest, and then
Yeah, we'll rest before.
you'll join us going back to the cave.
Right now, I want to make sure that these goblins are taken care of before I would go anywhere else.
So, how many dead goblins are there?
Total of, let's see, it's a 5, 9.
9. Okay. Are they wearing any clothing with any symbols on it?
Good. Yeah, they all have, let's see, dog slicer. I'm sorry. They also have some money on them. Oh, we should see that. They all have 4 silver each on them. That's about 36 silver pieces. Let's see. Oh, one of them has.
Well, it's not our money yet.
No one's really gonna. If you want to take it, then no one's really gonna stop you. They're too busy trying to repair and clean up the place.
Honestly, I think we should donate the money to help them rebuild.
Oh, okay, I see. Let's see. There's arrows, short bows, dog slicers. Each one has one of those.
I'll get the dog slicers for him, just so he has metal that he could
Okay.
use, scrap or whatever, reforged,
Yeah.
whatever he wants to do with it.
Basically, they're just iron. They're relatively low quality, but they're serviceable. Let's see. They do have a marking. Each one of them does have a tattoo. It's on their left breast here.
Does it correspond to anything we saw in the caves? No.
It looks like it's completely different. Even their hairstyle is more. They have a pigtail here. The other ones were all wild. They seem to be more of a unit than the other guys. Well, close to as goblins.
These goblins don't look like they were associated with the ones that we found, so that means now there's multiple tribes.
Yes, which means these are the ones who need to die. Survival one, is there any other information that we can get from this? Or survival?
Go ahead.
18.
Let's see. These guys are scouts. A scouting party. Normally a scouting party probably has a few, less than half a squad, but these guys are a full squad. And let's see. The gold coins, the silver coins that they have are all human. They are all printed in from Volksburg. Volksburg is a major city to the south.
All right.
3 days.
Well, probably means that they're coming from the south. All right. Look, as I said, the most important thing to do is find out where these things came from, see if there's more of them. There's a scouting party. If it's a scouting party, it means more of them are coming. Or maybe they thought this was enough to take out the entire village, which it turns out it probably would have been right if it wasn't for the fact that you lot were here. Which means that what we need to do is we wait until the morning, and then like I said, Stephen will follow their trust. Will follow the cave-in they made, and we'll follow to where it ends, and then we'll see if we can find any tracks from there. And if we find a place in the cave where it isn't caved in, we can go down there and look for the tracks ourselves. Because
We'll have to get someone else to take the cart back to the other goblin cave.
Okay.
or it can be done the next day after. I don't remember them being perishable supplies.
True. Flour, salt.
So let's take care of the more consistent threat first, and then we'll work on that.
Sounds like a great plan.
A grain of
Did we spend the night resting?
Yeah.
So I heal you. I successfully do the heal. I heal you for 10.
If you want to spend the night rest, you heal all hit points.
Now, the night, I just looked up the rules for how many hit points you get back for healing for a night's rest.
Mm-hmm.
The number of hit points you get is your Constitution modifier times your level.
Okay, that's not bad.
So, I'm back to full.
Yeah. Your con modifier times your level. Okay.
Yeah. Things I
That's
did
exactly
back
what I slept. I heal.
But the idea
Can you
is...
medicine me?
No, he
I don't
can't.
have
I
medicine.
will.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do it again. I can't, unless I roll a natural one, I can't actually. And there. And there. I heal you for half your hit points.
Yes.
Very nice.
I will eventually have the ability I'll eventually take assurance for this, so I will auto be able to do it, but time.
Yeah.
Because amazingly enough, my next
So you
feat
you spend
is going
this
to be
couple
craft
hours
magic item.
and you rest and you're fully healed by the
Alrighty.
morning. Next
Yep.
morning.
Yes.
I was fully
Next
healed
level.
when I went to bed.
Like the,
Yeah,
right
Sorry, level
Yeah.
4.
Can you, by the way,
I took out
are you
crafting right now.
Spontaneous, yes. I don't have to. I do not have to prepare.
Okay, alright. Do you want to, you have a night to rest, do you want to rearrange your spells at all or no?
Yeah, I'll probably rearrange my spells.
Like a shield.
Well, no, he'd have to learn that one.
No, I have it.
He
Oh,
has
you
a-
have it. You just
I
didn't
have
have it
10
prepared.
cantrips. I can only prepare 5.
Okay.
Only 5.
That should be one of them.
Look, he does what he wants, learns.
They were from the prior one. He worked for the prior
That's
one.
alright.
In the morning.
Alright.
Early in the morning.
I'm going to also, during the evening, get
Thanks to my healing, you live and you learn.
during the evening, I'm also going to get some materials to make a couple of traps. Yeah.
Okay, what type of traps do you make?
Good ones.
Right now, the traps that I can make are
Punji stick trap? Oh, sorry.
spike trap, alarm trap, signaling traps, and hampering snare.
Okay.
So yeah, punchy.
So
How long does it take you to make one trap?
I can prepare them early because right now I don't have the feat to make it, so I can do it fast. But basically, I will be spending the time to do it beforehand, and then it'll take me a minute to place it.
Okay. Well, how many hours does it take you to make one trap?
An hour.
Oh, no, okay. Alright. So then, and in the early morning, you guys are, he's constructing traps. And how many traps can you make total?
Well, if it's based on your choice, because
Okay.
I've got basically an hour, and the DC I have already assurance in crafting.
So you make 4 traps.
So because I have assurance in crafting, I don't actually have to make a roll. I automatically make them.
Let's say 4. You made 4 traps.
Okay.
Okay.
Before I go to bed, I'm gonna check on the Goblin Kids.
Okay. The Goblin Kids are currently really until they actually create a. They've been split up and put into homes of families that are willing to take them and raise them pretty much. Let's see. 2 of them are in. Let's see. In the general store with Pamela. They're the youngest ones. Pamela's a widower, and her great grandkids are off, and so she hasn't had little ones running around for a while. So she's taking them and teaching them how to inventory and how to wash their hands and all sorts of basic stuff like that. That's very nice of you. Okay, so in the morning, as you guys are eating breakfast, Olgas comes in, and he says, and he has this bag. It looks like it's a leather-bound bag. It actually looks quite formidable. There's a brass lock that's actually not dirty. Well, relatively not dirty. The rest of it's very well worn and faded. He puts on the. I found a wrenching bag. I don't know where I got left the key though. Could you open it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
15?
15. Very nice. All right. So he's the bag there. I think you hear a familiar click, and then all 3 of you make saving throws, please. Yeah.
Saving throws.
Constitution saves, please. You're not there yet. You're constructing traps. You're back.
Yes.
Is it always con or is it a
16.
fortitude save?
Fortitude.
Okay.
I'm going by
16.
Okay.
18.
Nice. And you. Ooh, nice.
27.
Oh, very nice.
I am
All right.
immune to whatever
right.
noxious
So you guys-
crap came out of there.
As this green mist hits. Oh, hold on. Make them safe for him. Okay. So you hear some chairs fall over, and you see Gus go. As his face is somewhat green. You guys have gone out the way, but he's like, and it's now open. Yeah, but that's not moving.
Is she
Wanna
is she
check?
breathing?
Okay. Do you have medicine?
No.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
Roll ahead. Make a check.
Oh, no,
Luckily
you
you
don't
don't
kill him.
Luckily, you don't need a healing kit in order to just check on someone.
Thank God.
So he checks on him. Is he? I don't know yet. He struggles.
He's not struggling, so I guess he's not.
He puts his hand over his mouth and waits to feel suction. Meanwhile, he's like suffocating him because he's paralyzed.
So there's no Gus is not breathing.
Gus is not breathing.
He has no heartbeat.
I try to resuscitate him.
Okay, go ahead. Now, let's
Roll.
Well, unless you want to cast a spell.
Go ahead.
No?
I don't know what's going on.
He's not breathing.
No.
And I have no heartbeat, right?
No heartbeat. What do you
Uh-oh.
think? Go. Roll.
All right.
What do you think? 20!
25. So
Very, very nice.
You-
All right.
You critically succeed on
You critically
CPR.
succeed.
You bring him back to life, but you're not sure why you kissed him.
So you. Oh God. All right. Rated TV MA for graphic description. All right. So Gus. Oh. as he's coughing and spurting out stuff, and you
I clear out.
you didn't have to give him total CPR. You know.
Yeah, I gotta get the heart started.
Managed to get the heart started again, and by some miracle, he's like, he's coughing and gagging, and he actually crawls out of there and he vomits outside. But nice enough to not to vomit right there. So he's got his very large.
Well, while he's vomiting, I'm like,
Open up.
it's trapped. Something must be good in there.
It's a bag of crap.
Oh no!
Traps.
I'm staying back from this whole
Does it only have 5 traps?
So it doesn't be enough to kill it.
So, for the 6 goblin kids, so
Yes.
you said that one person took 2 kids,
Yes.
and then the other 4
Yes.
go to 4 different families?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to find each family, give each family 2 silver just to help out with
Okay.
the extra
Very-
cost.
very
so I'll
nice, very nice.
knock off 10 silver.
Very nice.
Big spender.
He's very.
While he's
What's your name, by the way?
Neutral good.
Okay. Just making sure you're definitely playing it right. All right.
so I look inside the bag.
Okay. Look inside the bag. You see.
Generates goodwill in the town.
Several items. The first is what looks to be a journal of some kind. A tome, about yay big, wrapped in vellum. This has a metal-bound lock.
Is that
Okay.
time?
That's a time. Metal-bound lock, and that's one thing. There is a cloak. There's a dagger. It's pretty plain. Actually, looks kind of have a little rust here and there. And there is a wand.
Okay.
It seems to be made out of a blackened wood. It's not very intricate. It's right there.
Okay. Detect
I'm
magic.
going to detect magic.
We're gonna stop for now
Yeah.
for our break.